Hi, it's Sammo here, and welcome back. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't say my usual welcome back to my vegetable garden, because I'm thinking of changing it. You're all probably thinking, well, it hasn't been that long since you changed the titles, but in about 3-4 months it'll have been about a year since I last did it. And I was looking really after a couple of comments were left over the course of about 2-3 months. I was getting messages from people saying, I've just found you, loved your channel and everything like that. So I was wondering why people were saying, I've only just found your channel. And when I first started this, I came up with the title Pot Gardener because I grow in pots and containers. And to get my help and advice, I would go and do searches on allotments. Now, I don't have an allotment in the true sense. All my stuff is grown, as you can see, behind us in my garden. So I was thinking, I didn't think at first I could say that I had an allotment, because I thought there'd be a few people out there wondering sort of how people would take it using the word allotment when I don't really have an allotment. But over the last 2 years I've been watching YouTube videos, and there's some people in the same position as me, growing the back garden, growing containers and what have you, and they put the word allotment in the title. And when I would try and do some searches on YouTube, I would type in, vegetable garden allotment and what have you, and I noticed if I didn't put if I used garden or vegetable, the occasional video of mine would pop up. But when I did a search for allotment, Mrs. Doyle's, sorry about the noise there, Mrs. Doyle's allotment garden, I think that's how it goes, loads of her videos pop up. So I was thinking, I couldn't see many people sort of telling off Mrs. Doyle for using the allotment in her title. And I suppose when you think about it, the definition of allotment is an area of land set aside purely for the growing of vegetables. I think that's the true definition of the word allotment. So even though I don't plant mine in the ground, I do have areas of my garden that I've set aside for me greenhouses, as you can see behind us, and all my containers. So I'm not being a complete fraud, I don't think. If I decide to change the titles of my videos, it'll probably be, I'll keep Sammo because everyone knows Sammo, but I'll probably change it to something along the lines of Sammo's garden allotment, or Sammo's allotment garden, something along them lines, and I'll see if that helps people find my videos. because there's a whole science behind setting up websites and videos to get yourself viewed out there amongst the billions of people out in the world. So I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go, change the title, and the introduction to this video will probably have the new title in, and I'll just see how it goes. So enough of that. First thing down, change the title, done that. So the next thing to do is, and I've seen some people start it, and as you can see behind us, it's an absolutely glorious day. It's 15 degrees. The nights for the last at least 4 nights has never gone below 5 degrees. The occasional night it's stayed up to around about 8, so things are getting better. So I'm desperate for space in my house, in the greenhouses. So I thought I'll get my main crop, my Sarpo Miras, in the pots. I'll put them in the undersoil. They'll be protected from the harshest of frost, and also I've got some fleece that I'll put over the top, which will protect them as well. So I'll get stuck into that then. So come with me, and well, you've seen it with me earlies. It's exactly the same method, but I'll show you quickly what I'm doing. Right, well, I've got everything there. I apologise if there's any disturbance in the sound. There's just a little breeze, but it might be enough to be a bit annoying. But I've got to carry on. So all my stuff's here. So I've got my potatoes chitin, they're my Sarpo Miras, and they're doing quite nicely. Got some chits on them. Don't know if you can see with the shadows and everything, but we've got chits on. So that's good. We've got the mycorrhizal fungi on there. I've got 4 more container grow bags. I'll put them in. I've got some chicken pellets, fish blood and bone, the charge, and the spuds galore in there. So I've got everything ready. So we'll get stuck straight in. Right, so as you can see, I've got 2 pots. I've got one there that had some cabbage in last year, and in this one I had some beetroot, I believe it was. So they'll be used for me potatoes. So this is my new bag here, and what I'll do, so the wind doesn't blow it away, fill it up using the soil of one bag, and there's enough in these two to start off maybe 3 bags of the sweet potatoes. So just put the thing in. There you go. A little bit more. I mean, this is reused compost, but it's absolutely spot on. It's just recycled verve, but it's absolutely beautiful. So we've got some about 4 inches in there. So it's the usual routine. Handful, good handful of spuds galore. Good handful fish blood and bone. There's a good handful of chicken pellets, and good scoop of the old charge. So that's that. So again, off to a good start. So that's that. So then it's just a case of what I'll do is I'll do the usual, just fold this over a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. Yeah, much better. So you can see it all in there, hopefully. So it's a case of just mixing it in. There you go, wonderful. So again, firming it in, level it off, just a little check, make sure there isn't anything unwanted in there, but I've had no problem with pests. So it's a case of what you need to do is, if you think north, south, make a little hole, then get your mycorrhizal, put a tiny little sprinkler in there, and then get 2 of your potatoes, which I'm going to do them to, and place them in, and then just gently cover them up. Put another couple of handfuls of soil, just about cover them, and then go east-west. Again, tiniest bit of the powder, and 2 more potatoes. I'll pick slightly smaller ones for this, and put them in, and then gently cover them up, and then finally another 3-4 inches of the compost in to finish the topping up for the moment. Anyway, I will top it up more as they come through, but make sure it's all in the sides. Get rid of any weeds or anything like that. Might harbour any pests. But yeah, right. So yeah, that's one down, another 4 to go. Well, okay, this is the 5 pots of the Sarpo Mira now in. As you can see, I've got the fleece ready to go over them. They've been watered, so just need to be left there, whether to warm up, them to shoot away, and we're off to a flying start. I know this is early, most people don't start these till April, but to be honest, I've got very little time over the next couple of weeks, so I had to really do these while I could. As I say, the weather's not bad. So far we've only got as low as about 5 degrees during the night, so the temperatures are heading in the right direction. So I've got the fleece. If this takes and they grow, great. If they don't, well, you know, there's more important things in life to worry about than whether or not that you've put the spuds out too early. So I'll leave it there for the spuds. Oh yes, I've got a pot here with some charge and some recycled soil. The reason I've got this ready is I was emptying some pots to fill my potatoes, recycle the compost. So I was emptying one of them and I came across this. Now, if you don't recognise it, this is a Dahlia, and it looks in really good health. I think there's roots starting to appear, fresh roots that is. So yeah, I think this is, I've only grown Yankee Doodle Dandy Dahlias, which are a beautiful flower, so I think this is it. So since it's alive and kicking, this has just been outside over the winter with the frosts and everything in a pot about that size, well slightly smaller. It was about an 8-inch pot, this is a 10-inch, but yeah, I think it survived really well, looking really good. So what I'm going to do is replant this into a bigger pot, and it's as difficult as, now the stem that it had last year is here, right there, so there's a bit of it left. So all I need to do is just firm it in and then fill this back, and I need some more soil, but after I do, the height of this, I'll fill it up to where, about there, so it'll cover them, and it'll be up to there. So hopefully, and there's some other stems, I think old stems here, so I think this will do all right. So I'll just finish potting, well, say potting up, I am potting up, but I'll put some more compost in here, and then I'll give you a quick look at the final look of it once I've done it. So I'll be back in a second. So there you go, he's all in. As I say, there's the main stem, still above the ground, and that's it. So I'll leave him, and hopefully with the charge and everything, he'll be off to a flyer this year. So that's me Dahlia potted up. Well, there you go, that's my main crop, Sarpo Miras in. It's not all my seed potatoes. I've still got a few in the garage chipping away, just in case anything happens to the ones I've put in the soil today. But fingers crossed, the cold weather has, well, the frosts and that have gone, hopefully. So yeah, so I'll just show you. There you go, all 5 pots tucked up. As you can see, the light's starting to fade a bit now, so I cannot really do much more outside. I was thinking of doing my onion sets, putting them in the final pots or containers, but as I say, the light's fading, the wind's picking up, as you can no doubt hear. So I'll do that tomorrow. It's tomorrow's job, as well as a couple of other things. I need to stake things up and what have you, because the winds are picking up a little bit at the moment, so one or two things need a bit of support, but I'll get stuck into that tomorrow. That's it, nice short video, so I'll leave it there. As I say, thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. As I say, I did mention earlier on in this video that I'm going to rebrand my channel, shall we say, and I think it's going to be Sammo's Garden Allotment. So for all of, well, I think it works. I'm going to still be Sammo the pot gardener, so that's not going to change. I think it'll just be the titles of the videos, and because they have allotment in them, then I think it might make it a bit easier for other people who want to grow veg in pots and containers in the garden. So hopefully it'll make it easier for them to find my videos. Obviously some people like them, otherwise I wouldn't be subscribing. So again, thank you for all them subscribers. So I'll leave it there till next time. In me garden allotment, I'll see you later. Ta-ra now.